How to make the narcissist return. To bastardize a phrase, how does your emotional thinking affect thee? Let me count the ways. I still love her, and I always will. I miss her so much. I know what he is, but I don't care. I just have to be with him. There is no point otherwise. I cannot stand to be without him. The pain is too much, so I would rather have the ups and downs than nothing at all. I understand her now, so I can control the situation better, so I will not be hurt. I can make this work. Since I understand him, I can explain to him that I do, and he will realize, and everything will work out for the best. All I need to do is work on pleasing her and asserting my boundaries, and we can get through this. Love conquers all. I am better than her, and he will soon realize what he's lost, and he will come back to me. We are soulmates, after all, and meant to be. They say if you let someone go and they come back, then it is meant to be. That is what I must do, let him go and ensure he returns to me. I know he has hurt me, but I have done some bad things as well, so if we are honest with one another, we will sort things out. I only want him and nobody else. I know he is bad for me, but, well, it is so boring without him. Nobody else compares to him. I don't care if he hurts me. I love him, and I know he really loves me, and that is all that matters in the end. Love hurts sometimes, you know. All of the above are the product of the fraudulent effect of emotional thinking, and 1,000 further phrases besides. I have heard so many and read even more. I have no doubt that you can think of similar utterances and proclamations. So, if the bond is so tight and the pain so awful that you cannot bear to be without the narcissist, why not make him or her come back to you after they disengaged from you? They wanted you once. They seduced you, and goodness, how did they seduce you? Those magical, mesmerizing days of golden, beautiful, flawless perfection. If only you can return to them. How might you go about achieving this? What steps can you take to ensure that the narcissist returns to you, and not only returns, but stays? After all, you know they are a narcissist now. You understand why he or she operates as they do. You recognize the manipulations, and you are confident that you can handle the narcissist, so that not only are you not hurt, but so that you do not lose them. You have gained the power through knowledge, haven't you? Now, all you need to do is cast that magic spell to make us come back to you. What can you do to guarantee the return of the narcissist to your arms, to your home, to your bed? Provide that positive fuel. Provide the narcissist with that reminder of the glorious and potent fuel that once drew us to you. Let it gush and fountain from you, with your praise, love, and admiration for us. Do not hide it under a bushel. Let it appear in vast quantities and often. Drown us in your positive fuel. Make those traits of yours which we expressed admiration for shine and appear prominently, so we see what rewards await us by coupling with you once more, so we can claim those traits once again. Make sure that your achievements are noticeable, that promotion, that recent big client win, the articles printed in the press, the new followers for your work, and so on. Ensure that the residual benefits are available once again. Have that house open to us whenever we choose. Make it clear that money is available. Let us know that we have a housekeeper who will cook, clean, and care for us. Let it be known that yours is ours, that your contacts are accessible to us for our use, that we can plug into your networks once again and attend those prestige events. Whatever those residual benefits are, make it evident that they are ours for the taking. Demonstrate penance for everything bad that you have ever done. Make it clear you were at fault, and that we were not. Recognize your shortcomings, and apply the suitable mea culpa, mea maxima culpa, so we know your contrition is genuine. Remove any obstacles. If you have a new partner, ditch him or her. Drop the restraining order. Obviously, destroy the no-contact regime. There should be no fence, wall, or barrier to our glorious return. If we have been bad-mouthed in any way, make sure this is overturned. Ensure that family, friends, and colleagues speak well of us. Correct any misunderstandings that they may have acquired about us and create a fertile ground for the growth of our new and improved facade. luck, and be your best to cater for the relevant cadre of narcissist, be it somatic, cerebral, victim, or elite. Ascertain which we are, and cater to that by adjusting your appearance, behaviour, outlook, etc. to align with what we want. Demonstrate subservience once again, and your willingness to submit to our authority. Be strong to the world at large, if that is the way you are, but ensure we know that you will roll over, and that you want your tummy tickled by us in our return. Those are the key grounds which cover the various matters which you need to attend to if you are looking to make us to return to you after you have been disengaged from, so that your pain and misery is swept away, and you can embrace the wonderful new golden period Mark II. Will those steps which I have just detailed guarantee our return? No. You can never make us return. Why? This impossible outcome, much as you want and long for it, can never be guaranteed to happen for three fundamental reasons. 1. We are the controllers. We control, you are controlled. You do not tell us what to do. You do not make the decisions for us to obey. You do not bring about a situation because you want it. It happens if and because we want it. We have to control. You may make the situation more appealing to us, granted, but even so, there is never a guaranteed outcome. We must decide if we are to return. It is not even when we return, but if. It may never happen. But there is always the risk that it could happen. And it happens on our decision, on our terms, not yours. You cannot compel us to do these things. No matter how inviting you make it, no matter how much you place yourself on the sacrificial altar and declare that you will do anything and everything for us, it is not guaranteed to work because we must always have control, and that means we must be the decision maker. Secondly, you do not know what else is occurring in our fuel matrix. No matter how well you tempt us with the creation of what you think is an inviting scenario, someone else in our fuel matrix may well be outshining you. If we have a new intimate partner primary source and we are in that golden period with them, there is nothing you can do to affect that. Our fuel needs may be met by a variety of appliances, and therefore there is little need for you. You do not know the extent of our fuel matrix, how it is constituted, who is in it, and what roles those people take. You do not know how much fuel is provided, how often and to what potency. You do not know how the character traits are supplied, nor the residual benefits, and because of this lack of knowledge, you can never have any guarantee that it will return to you. 3. Our split thinking. If you are painted black, you are painted black, and no matter what you try to do to shift that perception, you are not guaranteed to be able to do it. This means that you can go and be superlative in your provision of fuel and all else, but ultimately will be scorned, because your treachery, as seen by us, obscures and denigrates all that you do. You will remain black until we decide that you are white. And whilst you might cause us to regard you as white because of something you do, you should note that A, that still does not guarantee our return to you because of points 1 and 2 that I have described, and B, your turning white is usually as a consequence of someone else in our fuel matrix turning black, and thus you have no control over that happening and when. Furthermore, you may become painted white, but you can soon be painted black very quickly, and you have little control over how that happens. How can you make the narcissist return to you? You cannot. You may want it to happen because you are being blinded by your emotional thinking. I understand that, and you can tell me all the reasons why you want it to happen, how it will be different, and so forth, and I will shoot down each and every reason that you provide to me with ease. You cannot guarantee a return to you, and one day, when the emotional thinking clears and logic prevails, you will accept this and say, I do not want the narcissist to return because he is a narcissist. You will have then begun to seize the power.